listening to Keep Prince's Curtain Call. So I told you guys I'm here at the upfront press event for Still, the new play by Lia Romeo, who is having a wonderful moment. I told you that y'all saw me earlier. I got to talk to the director. To the producer of the show. I'm going to get the chance to talk to Lia, and right now I'm having a moment with the person whose vision it is to make this play happen. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Adrienne Campbell-Holt. I'm going to get it right. I don't know why I want to call you Adrienne Kennedy like the playwright, but it's Adrienne Campbell-Holt. It's going to come across the screen. All right. Hi, darling.
Hi. I'm inspired by Adrienne Kennedy, so.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
Oh, well, look at that. So here we are now. We were talking earlier because I had the great fortune of actually doing research
Yes.
and finding out something really fun. In that, first of all, this isn't your first time at the rodeo with the whole directing on Broadway and off Broadway. It's going to be fabulous. But right now, this is a really interesting piece that you've chosen to take a look at. What drew you to this piece?
Melissa described reading the play and having a instantaneous excitement and passion and curiosity to dig into it, and I felt the same way. I was reading it. I was on a Amtrak train going to Boston, and before I even got to New Haven, I had read the play and made 3 calls. One to a theater that I said we must do this play, and one to an actor, and then one to Lia saying, Can we go on this? And I read it January 30th, and we did the world premiere last summer. So it all moved very quickly.
Wow. That was at Dorset?
At Dorset Theater Festival.
Wow.
Yeah, in Vermont.
Man. So it's,
and the actor who I sent it to said yes immediately as well.
So again, it's a series of it's supposed to happen.
Yes.
It's not, you know what I mean?
It is so rare that you read a play where I read so many plays, and I love theater, but it's so hard to write a play that makes a director want to just, yes, I can't wait to stage this. And this play really holds everything. The first 25 minutes are very talky, and it's right. A little bit static because these 2 people are in a bar. But then there's this sequence that honestly is one of the most theatrical sequences I've ever had the pleasure to stage. And I've done big musicals, and it's the 2 of them, and we sort of transport them, and it feels like they're dangling in the cosmos, and it becomes this foreplay that's incredibly unique.
Well, she said foreplay.
And audiences have never seen anything like it. And 2 people in their 60s getting to be sexy on stage, and then they move to another location. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's just they get to do everything with each other, and to center these 2 characters in their 60s and also intersect with this really meaty political stuff, but in such a personal way and in such a way that doesn't feel like it's not condemning either side. It's really asking questions and getting us to think about, like, why do we believe what we believe?
That's so crazy because, just yesterday before all of this, I was doing my research, I had had a conversation with one of my best friends from elementary school, middle school.
Wow.
And we were talking about the fact that he's still estranged from his parents. Or his father is still alive, but he's still estranged from him. And part of that has been because of, unresolved childhood stuff.
Sure.
But the other part was politically.
Okay.
It's just the things that, his father has said, done, believed, and how it is in such conflict for him.
Yeah.
But then his dilemma is he has a sister who he loves, adores, and cherishes, but she still maintains the connection to the father, even though knowing that relationship is,
she probably picks and chooses.
She tries to pick and choose, and having to deal with that. And I was like, oh my God, it's like I show up here and it's like, oh my God, it's art imitating life already. So how perfect a time for you then, isn't this?
Yes, I mean, I remember following after the election, reading a number of op-eds where a wife was sort of grappling with how she was going to, put Thanksgiving on for her extended family with whom she had held very different beliefs, and this tradition of family and trying to bring people together, but like also a lot of rage and anger and kind of mistrust and hurt that they could feel, that she could feel so shut down by them in so many ways. So she wrote this really incredible piece, and I read so many like them.
I love it. Well, Adrienne,
Thank
they're
you
wrapping us up.
Thank you so much
Thank
for the
you
time.
so much for doing this. And I'm just, again, make sure that you come to see Still starting January 28th here in New York at the Sheen Center. Is that correct?
That's
Yes.
right. Yeah.
So
you don't want to
get your
miss
tickets.
it.
You don't want to miss it. The time is ripe for the conversation. So why not?
And
have
you'll
it
go
done?
home with lots to talk about.
You heard it from her first. Thank you.
Thank you.